Aries, welcome to your weekly Sidereal Astrology forecast. This is for March 14th through the 20th of 2016. I'm Athen, and this is for Sidereal Astrology. If you are new to the channel, be sure to check out the link because the signs are different. All right, so Aries, this week, coming off of that solar eclipse from last week, we are integrating it in many ways. We're going to be in the first quarter phase of the lunar cycle, which is about applying it, living it, embodying it, and taking whatever actions are necessary. Now, the actions is going to be specifically important early in the week, I feel like, for you, because Venus is going to be squaring up to Mars, which is your natural ruler. And lately, I think a lot of you have been more assertive lately to really uncover the truth, to maybe get down to the bottom of things. This is just in general. You know, Mars has been in the 8th house, which is about connecting to what really matters in life, what the truth of life is. So there's a lot of energy, there's a lot of assertiveness with that. But early in the week with that square up to Venus, it's bringing that extra attention to the relationships and to the enjoyments and to the values and seeing how you can actually integrate that deep assertiveness in a healthy sense with those relationships and with your values in life. Now, that's been an area that's probably you connecting to either friends or groups or ideals through relationships, which has been Venus in that 11th house, or maybe wanting to, and that can be online communities, it can be literal communities, it can be just thinking about things that the world needs, progressive, innovative. All of this is very enjoyable for you, but this part of the chart squares itself, which means it's important to take whatever actions are necessary to bring in the depth to that, to bring in the truth and have it healthy and balanced in that sense. So that's going to be early in the week. Also, Monday and Tuesday, Mercury is going to be opposing up to Jupiter while squaring up to Saturn and sextiling up to Pluto. So a lot of aspects with Mercury this early part of the week. And then even later, Mercury is going to go over that south node. So Mercury for you is your thoughts, your communications. It's your routine. So there's a shift with that. There's a change. And the change you'll probably notice a bit later in the week around Thursday. But early on, something's leading up to that. And this is perhaps an optimism, perhaps wanting to see things in a new perspective, right? You're seeing what's possible. And this is all in your 5th house because this whole life path energy has been shifting for you to now bring extra attention to your interests, your passions, your creative self-expression. And with your mind, this early part of the week, still very much, I think, on your dreams, your ideals, and maybe those organizations or group things. It's seeing how you can merge, how you can apply that practical insight with your true self, with your self-expression, with your creative side, your inner child. And so finding that balancing point is great. And I think this opposition is going to help you see the duality of that. But the truth is that they're actually one and the same. That the community, your ideals, needs you to really be accessing your true inner child, your true self-expression. And seeing that can help merge these two together and balance these two areas. Now, that's going to be squaring up to Saturn. So Saturn here is saying, okay, but we got to keep everything grounded. Everything's got to be mature. Maybe with that routine, maybe with the mind and the thinking patterns and those possibilities. Jupiter's going to start squaring up to Saturn midweek, going into next week. So that's, seeing what's possible, but not without the real element, and where we can, again, take action with all this square energy, take action to make it real, make it long-lasting through that patient, mature approach. Now, the sextile to Pluto is actually quite nice, and this is, this ongoing trine between Jupiter and Pluto, which is going to go exact here around Wednesday. So this is a powerful change to what's possible. And we've been feeling this last week too. So if you've been feeling that inspiration, you've been feeling like, okay, you know what? Change is a good thing. And that's certainly something to listen to, certainly something to take action with, which is a trine, which can be very supportive if you do choose to do so. All right, changing what's possible, changing your perspective, changing your situation, your life, your experiences, so that they're more in alignment with your true inner self-expression and your true self. And let's not forget the 12th house with Pisces, with what is going to lead to you having more peace, more presence, more harmony in your life. And that's an area where you can actually gain a lot of energy right now. With the sun in the 12th, it's a good time for you to reflect on the deeper side of things. Good time to get that alone time, to meditate. It's an area of energy, of prana. Mercury's going to shift in there around Thursday. So with that, there's this shift in your perspective where I think you're going to want to perhaps think more about what is the psyche, what is life, what is the divine process, what is God, what is life really about behind the veil, and who are you on that deeper spiritual level. And so obviously this isn't something that comes natural to Mercury, comes natural to our minds, but through maybe listening to our dreams, through keeping a dream journal, through meditating, through these more tranquil energies, you can actually gain a lot of insight. And this is insight so that, again, you can have more of that balance, more of that peace, more of that relaxation and that trust and faith in life, which is that 12th house. And a lot of this is very healing too. With Mercury going over Chiron, a lot of you could be going quite deep in terms of where you might feel wounded with some of these things. And that's good. You want to heal. You want to accept. It's through acceptance that we heal. And then in that way, you create balance here, which is all what the solar eclipse is about. Changing your life so you can have more peace and presence, and changing your life so you can access your true unique spark, your true self. Now, at the end of the week, on Sunday, Venus is going to go over Neptune. So it's really spiritualizing perhaps the relationship that you're in. A new relationship could arise where it's a bit receptive. For some of you, maybe romantic, perhaps, unconditional, compassionate in that sort of sense, or unknown or uncertain. So it's all about accessing and really enjoying over the weekend that sensitive nature, that unconditional nature of Neptune. And it may not even be with a relationship. It depends on your personal chart. Venus also doubles as your second house ruler. So it could be just simply enjoying that uncertainty, that going into the unknown, and that faith and trust can be tremendously spiritually liberating in that sense, right? The possibilities, the dream, that sort of stuff, without putting a mental label on it, but enjoying it for what it is in the present moment. All right, Aries, so have a great week. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next week.